Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Pros and cons of persisting in trying to make a difference. Especially as we get older, we may feel our influence diminish. Should we rage against the dying light? Some pros for doing that. Purpose is key to life. An ongoing effort to improve even a small sphere of influence makes one feel worthy. Trying to make a difference is a good way to stay busy, which distracts from woes, likely greater as we age. Of course, there's a benefit to others, even just, as I did today when walking the dog, a tiny attempt to stem the metastasizing littering. I picked up a half-full beer can, an empty Doritos bag, and a cigarillo wrapper. Those wouldn't have been there in previous decades. I have lived in one of Oakland's so-called better neighborhoods for decades. Even simpler is to be silent in conversation. When we listen without interrupting, it gives the person a chance to continue to flesh out and express their thoughts, and they feel respected. And a final pro of continuing to try to make a difference is it fulfills the social contract. We tacitly agree to be good citizens, yes, including paying our taxes for the benefits derived. Now, some con arguments for persisting in trying to make a difference. It takes effort to keep trying to move the needle, and given what seems to be the increasing difficulty of that, especially as we age, it may be worth sacrificing some altruism for example, the simple pleasures of walking, reading, artistic creativity, and little kindnesses like establishing eye contact and a pleasant expression on encountering a neighbor. Even small attempts to make a difference, like picking up that Doritos bag, imposes a cost. You're distracted from what you're otherwise thinking. It could be dirty and thus require hand washing, and it'll make trivial difference. Another con, we're more likely to make a difference when we do things outside the zeitgeist. For example, I'm pro-choice, pro-gay marriage, and not materialistic. But to write about that is merely another grain of sand on a beach. In contrast, if I write something that veers from the new orthodoxy, it's likely to offer a perspective that readers might find new, but is more subject to the 3 C's, censure, censor, and cancel. For example, if you write something that argues that gross world flourishing will be increased by purely merit-based decisions rather than trying to, quote, level the playing field. So it may be worth keeping duct tape over your mouth and fingers, accept the censorship, avoid the stress, and enjoy life. Another con, billions of people have come and gone without making much difference, especially as they age. For example, most great discoveries were made by people under 30. If you prioritize pleasure for yourself, you have a high probability of succeeding at that, in contrast with a trivial chance if you're continuing to strive for major influence. As with most issues that are discussed in full dimension, there is no right or wrong, only nuance, gray area, choice. What feels right for you? In any event, that's pros and cons of persisting and trying to make a difference. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 36 books. Perhaps most relevant is How to Do Life, but all 36 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.